A very good morning. I would like to wish our material science lecturer Puan Hafsano, and today I'll be talking about the engineering applications of polymerizations. Okay, let's go to it. The first application would be tires. Proprietary polymer tire lining that coats the inside of a tire strut could prevent flats from happening on the road. The polymer was developed in Hungary, but a New Jersey based company holds the distribution right. Kevin Fields, the distributor of Rhino tires, says that the product will not only prevent flats from nails or road debris, but also increase fuel economy by as much as 10%. The other benefits include extending the tire's life by 25%, reducing the tire noise by as many as 30 decibels, maintaining tire pressure, and making the vehicle less fatigued to drive. Fields himself says he tested the tires by driving coast to coast, often at high speed, to assure that the tires would not go flat. Another application is addition polymerization. The application of addition polymerization is polyethylene, polypropylene, and polyvinyl chloride. Polyethylene is used for films, packaging, and bottles. Polypropylene is used for kitchenware, utensils, fibers, and appliances. Polyvinyl chloride also is used for pipe fittings and clear film for meat packaging. Addition polymerization. The simplest example involves the formation of polyethylene from ethylene molecules. In this reaction, the double bond in each ethylene molecule opens up, and two of the other electrons originally in this bond are used to form a new carbon-carbon single bond with two other ethylene molecules. This is the polymerization that occurs through the coupling of monomers using their multiple bonds. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Tengku Luqman Al-Hakim. Before I go through for application, I want to explain what do polymers do in cosmetic. Polymers play a role of rheology modify in cosmetic and personal care products. Often, these products are prepared using water-based formulation and are typically low in viscosity. This is where the polymers are added to thicken and in many cases gel the formulation. For application, polymer have widely been applied in the world of cosmetic. For example, broad spectrums of polymers, organic polymers as well as silicone are used in a wide range of cosmetic and personal care products as film formers, emulsifiers, thickness modifiers, protective barriers, and as aesthetic enhancers. Polymer materials are a kind of important materials that develop rapidly in biological applications. So from this, synthetic polymer materials have many attractive properties such as model dispersity, biocompatibility, control composition, and chain length and tunable chemical properties. So just that from me. Thank you.
My name is Muhammad Ikhwan Mustaqi bin Badul. My metric number is AA210889. I'll continue my part with polymer synthesis. Polymer are a class of material comprising small repeating chemical unit. The building block or the repeating unit in the polymer is called monomer. Polymerization or polymer synthesis is a chemical reaction which is monomer are joined together with a covalent bonding to form a polymer structure. The length of polymer chain is characterized by the number of repeating unit in the chain, which is it refers to the degree of polymerization. One of the example of the polymerization is ethylene. When the process of polymerization occur, it will turn to polyethylene. Polymerization has two types. That is addition polymerization and condensation polymerization. My friend will explain more about it. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning. My name is Salman Shimir bin Hussein and now I will talk about the addition polymerization. Addition sometimes is called as a chain reaction polymerization. This process, which is a bifunctional monomer units are attached to become one at a time in a chain-like fashion to form a linear macromolecule. This polymerization involves three stages. The first stage is initiation. Initiation explains that an active center free radical capable of propagation is formed between initiator for catalyst and the monomer units. If we see the polymer structure, the active initiator is combined with the monomer units. The second stage is propagation. Propagation states that extending the polymer chain by the successive addition of monomer units. The chain polymerization keeps growing spontaneously because the energy of the chemical system is lowered by the chain polymerization process. If we see the polymer structure of propagation, one of the monomer units is added up with other monomer units. The third stage is termination. Termination can occur in two ways. One of the way is the active ends of two propagation chain may react or link together to form a non-reactive molecule. On the other word, the polymer structure of this way become more longer. And the other way is an active chain may react with an initiator or other chemical species having a single active bond. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hakim bin Sudirman and today I will talk about condensation of polymerization. When we talk about condensation, polymerization, it is a form of step growth polymerization where smaller molecule or monomers react to each other to form larger structure units. Usually happen to polymers. It happen and the polymer will release the product such as water or methanol molecule. But the product are normally referred as to condense. And this polymerization is also sometimes referred to as a step growth polymerization. However, in this context, there are a few exceptions that need to be considered. There are instances where molecules of some substance react to condensation polymerizations, but they follow the chain growth pattern as seen in additional polymerization. The condensation polymerization, the formation of polymers by stepwise intermolecular chemical reactions normally involve more than one monomer species. A small molecule with byproduct is eliminated, such as water. The process is also repeated, and the reaction time are generally longer than additional polymerization. Produce three functional monomers that capable of forming cross-line and network polymers, such as polyesters, nylons, polycarbonates, and other. I think that's all from me. Thank you. Condensation polymerization. For example, ethylene glycol will link together to ADP acid and form an
a reactive molecule.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Azrafi Muhammad Azlan. My matric number is AA210794. Today I will present about comparison between thermoplastic and thermoset polymer. For thermoplastic, it have linear or branch chain structure, and then about thermoset is cross line and between chain structure. After that, thermoplastic can be reheat and reformed, but thermoset cannot be remade and reformed. It's a low strength to thermoplastic, and thermoset is a high rigidity. And the thermoplastic have a good dimensional stability, and thermoset have high dimensional stability. Thermoplastic have a good heat resistance, and thermoset have a high electrical and thermal insulating properties. And the last one is thermoplastic, very sensitive to temperature and UV light, but thermoset not sensitive to UV light. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Najwa. I will present about composite. Macroscopic combinations of metallic, ceramic, and polymeric materials having an identifiable interface between them. It has characteristics that are not depicted by any of the components in isolation. Most commonly, composite materials consist of metric about phase which is continuous, reinforcement, a disperse, non-continuous phase which is usually harder and stronger.